What's good? It's your boy DJ Delz. We got the legendary Vampiro here. One thing about Vampiro, I know he's a big Misfits fan, correct?
Yeah, in a sense, yeah. I'm more a Doyle fan than a Misfits fan. Yeah, I think I'm more of a Misfits fan live than actually listening to them on record.
Did you catch the new tour that they've been running with?
No, it's not my thing.
Yeah. It's too commercialized, maybe, or not the music, but the way that they're presenting it, maybe.
I mean, I saw the Misfits many times, and old school punk rockers, smaller clubs. Mm-hmm. I get it, and even with my band, when I DJ and stuff like that, we do festivals. It's very cool. I started doing festivals in the '80s when I was with MTV and the MTV tour, and we were with Milli Vanilli and Marky Mark and New Kids, Paula Abdul.
Wow!
So you can imagine the amount of people, and it was just like, it's not my thing. I'll show you a picture from a concert. The Fabulosos Cadillacs. Do you know them?
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, they're a ska band from Argentina, but they played Mexico City last night. Brother, if I can find the picture, I think there was it said they broke a record, 2 million people.
Wow.
So I mean, what the when you're Zona Tres, yeah. When you see things like that, it takes away from the magic of the intimacy. Because when you get into music, because it's an intimate thing, it moves you, right?
You could feel it.
So I get the whole festival vibe, and I get that we're in a different time, and this is the way people react now. But I mean, I'm a Sex Pistols guy. I'm a Ramones guy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I used to see the Ramones in front of 40 people. Why the fuck are you gonna put the Ramones in Lollapalooza? I can't find the fucking picture.
Right.
And the whole thing about the Ramones is you want to have your head blown off by the marshal. You want the spit in your face. You want that fucking guy next to you who's drunk and you want to punch him. That's punk. That whole thing with punk rock when that started. In the late '70s, it was like the gay community would run the punk rock shows because that's where all the Misfits would get together. Mm-hmm. So it was so much more intimate. And then all of a sudden, this whole festival thing. I understand it, but it's just not for me. And to see the Misfits, knowing where they came from, and Jerry Only was with Howie Pyro from D-Generation, were present when Sid Vicious died. That's history. And then Jerry's on this big stage and he's talking about, I slapped him around just before he died. He wouldn't. It's like, motherfucker. It just ruined. To me, I'm not feeling it. So maybe that might. I just tried to make friends with Jerry. I'm only using you, Jerry. If this gets to you, I love you. I'm not picking on you. I use it as an example, as why I don't. Not because I'm not a Jerry Only fan. So don't fucking cause me 20 more years of grief because of that statement.
What's your favorite Misfits songs?
Attitude.
Yeah, Attitude.
Attitude and Skulls.
What do you think of the and Skulls? You said, not to interrupt you. What did you think of when Guns N' Roses did they redid Attitude?
I loved it.
Lies?
Yeah. I loved it. I thought it was great.
I thought it was fantastic too.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
And it was live too, but it sounded fucking great.
Yeah, it was great. And Duff's a big Misfit guy, but I think Die Die My Darling, Metallica.
Yeah. I think they nailed it on all of the covers.
Yeah, I mean,
Green Hell and
yeah. I mean, you either are or you're not. You know what I mean? You either play that style of music or you don't, and you can tell.
And they really are. I think Black Sabbath and the Misfits really fathered Metallica and thrash metal in general as far as that sound.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Yeah.
I see that. Yeah, there was a band in Canada, DOA, that are. There's an argument who coined hardcore, right? If it was Sick of It All, if it was Agnostic Front, or it was DOA. A lot of people say.
Shout to Lord Ezek.
Yeah, hey.
That's why you got it right now.
Yeah, he lives in
Danny Diablo.
Yeah, he lives
That's
in
my
Milwaukee.
brother.
Yeah, he's in Milwaukee now.
Oh, so you know him too? Yeah.
No, Danny Diablo. Danny Diablo is one of the guys who saved my career.
Really?
Saved my life. Because I when I first met him, I was really, really sick with the Alzheimer's, and it was coming to the end of Lucha Underground. I was dying, I had a heart attack, all those things. And I started following him on social media. we have mutual friends, but I paid attention to his, and he just never fucking quit. And no matter how bad life was, this guy was just so positive, and he was running all these things, and he just motivated the fuck out of me. He's an inspiration, and yeah, I love the guy to death.
He's got great energy when I'm around him.
Yeah,
in
man.
New York, he is
Danny's
stand-up guy.
He's a real deal, and it bothers me that more people don't see that, because all the people that put on the uniform were influenced by the real deal.
Yeah.
So the real deal, you gotta give love to that, man.
And he is the real deal when it comes to that hardcore scene.
That better fuck you up.
He's you don't want to go there. What about Gigi Allin? Were you into him at all, or it was just?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah,
I understood it. But
yeah, I didn't either, but I was just curious.
no insulting, but I understand the extreme art of performance. I get it. But when there was an opportunity, he did some interviews, and if he was a little bit more intelligent, if you ever listen to early Marilyn Manson interviews, he's a smart guy.
Oh,
he
yeah.
just is. And I think Gigi Allin should have gone that route instead of trying to be the offensive, guy using girls as propaganda or Nazism and all that. He could have done so much more with the shock therapy, with the Howard Stern. Whether you like it or not, it worked. So I think Gigi, I just wasn't for me, but I think if he would have done it a different way, maybe it wouldn't have been him, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I know you gotta go. You got work to do. We're backstage at NWA, the Crockett Cup, Vampiro. Where can they catch up with everything you're doing and get the merch and all that stuff?
I'm really bad at merch because I end up giving it all away. So Vampiro Voodoo, VUDU, that's my Instagram. My face, everything's fucking hacked. That's the meeting I have right now is with the Fiscalia, they say it in Spanish. It's the Mexican cyber police, because we found these fuckers. They've been stealing my shit. So if you're trying to buy anything that on my webpage, they're selling autographs. They're not. It's not me.
Wow.
And there's some messages that promoters are like, "Why didn't you show up?" And what the fuck do you mean? Why didn't I show up when we booked and paid you? So it's running my Facebook. It's stolen. Don't go there. Instagram, Vampiro Voodoo. When it's fixed, after this meeting, I'll have some more news. It's serious because it's got my 40 years of my career that these fuckers have stolen. So I'm gonna fix that now if I can. But Vampiro Voodoo, I will let you know what's up.
Thank you, man.
I got you, homie.
Yeah. Shout out to Vampiro. Please support everything he does. And shout out to the NWA, Billy Corrigan, and the whole staff. Thank you so much for just treating me so well over there. I really appreciate you. I appreciate the invite. I had a blast. We got more interviews coming. Support everything Vampiro is doing. Stand-up guy. Just so knowledgeable about music, wrestling. I love it, man. That's what it's about. It's about connecting with people. That's why I do this here. So if you enjoyed the show, give me that thumbs up and definitely subscribe and dig into the channel. Pretty sure I have a link to Vampiro versus Crazy Steve, which was a casket match. And it was pretty effing bonkers. Let me know what you thought of it all. Leave it in the comments. Subscribe if you're new. And watch more. You're going to see some pop-ups in just a second. Please watch more here. And everyone, be safe out there. And don't be an asshole. Don't be an asshole. We out.